I was just talking to Crispin. They love coming up.
The other thing that I think we have to tip our cap to Art Tannehill because he took women's and girls basketball to a level that
we were number one in the nation. I talked to Coach. He coached me at Altoona High School in boys, but Coach, I talk to him monthly. He's doing real well. Good. And stopped to see him, and he's down in South Carolina or North Carolina. I don't know which one, but I talked to him quite a bit. He's doing real well.
That's good.
That's nice you brought him up.
Yeah, he was the guy that launched all of that aspect of it. I've told this story a couple of times, and that story being that the one thing I noticed, I knew Altoona had become a girls/women's basketball town when driving around town on a summer day, and you would look at the courts in town. And there were many times that I went out there were more girls playing basketball in those courts than there were guys. And it's like, we made that transition.
That was before Caitlin Clark, wasn't it?
Yes, it certainly was. Tough. It certainly was. Although I'm sure Caitlin got some inspiration somewhere along the way. There's a lot of hours into that basketball player to make her what she is today. All right, set to tip this baby off as Skippy is giving the Gettysburg Address here before the game gets started.
Yeah, we got Skippy and Clark.
All right.
And Randy doing our game. We got the Altoona Mirror beside us here. This guy's been...
Well, those glasses help you miss the table. Clark put his sunglasses on. Last night he hit the corner of that table going about 35 miles an hour. So hopefully that does not happen to him again.
All right, we're ready to go here. Yes, Division I Finals.
Skip Dry about to put the ball in the air, and we're underway. Battle for the tip already, and now we got possession by Hoops Fest. Taking the ball up the floor is Clay Connor. Connor passes it down in on the baseline. Bank shot will not fall, and the rebound pulled in by McKelvey Cargo. Quickly up the floor. Mason Cargo had the basketball, and he still does, as a matter of fact. Mason kicks it over toward the right corner. Spin move, that's a beauty down there on the baseline as Trent Rosich is able to put that one in and put McKelvey Cargo up 2-0.
You know, these guys, you saw that. They moved the ball. They know what each guy's doing. They've been together since second grade. Great movement of the ball. They all like each other. They all play well together. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. Yep, it's always, it tends, what a drive and a finish there by Clay Connor. We're even at 2.
Clay's a lefty, played 4 years at Shippensburg, had an outstanding game in the semifinals. I was loving him that game.
3-point attempt is nothing but net. And that one sunk by Jackson Byer.
Jackson, number 0. I was so impressed with him in the semifinal game. He's a nice kid, and boy, is he a hustler.
Crispin for 3 off the front of the rim, and the rebound pulled in by McKelvey Cargo. 5-2, McKelvey with the lead. Pass out top of the key over in the left side. They work it around, and nice save. That ball was headed out of bounds. It's a great save by Mason Cargo. Cargo has it back between the circles. Now over on the right wing. Passes into Mason McCarthy. McCarthy's shot will not fall, and a rebound is pulled in by Hoops Fest.
That was Tyler Smith with that rebound. He's the next Penn State player. Great career. He told me he's in his mid-40s, and he loves playing basketball. Looks like he's in fantastic shape still.
Yeah, I'll say. I will definitely give him that. Another guy in great shape over there is Jamar Smack.
Yeah, Jamar, he has a knee brace there. I don't know what's going on, but he's a tough player.
Yeah. Pass goes down inside. Spin move on the baseline will not fall for Walters, and it is McKelvey Cargo, law offices with the ball. Over on the left side. Working it into the lane, and the pass gets tipped away there at the end. And it'll be back over to Hoops Fest. Driving to the basket, up, and it rolls off the rim and in.
That's Clay Connor again. He's a lefty. He likes to drive. He can power. I read online that he's the all-time leading free throw shooter at his college.
All right, McKelvey with the basketball. Spin, quick shot, doesn't go. Rebound pulled in by Nate Walters. There's Crispin for three, and that won't go. Rebounded, put back by Walters.
Crispin was looking for a foul. He's not going to miss the rim too often with that jumper he's got. It is sweet.
5-4 right now. McKelvey in the lead. There's another three, and that one's off the front of the rim. No good, but they saved the rebound from going out of bounds. Nice play. With a now Mason Cargo. Cargo over to Jackson Byer. Back to Cargo. They work it around the perimeter, down in on the baseline. Here's a three-point attempt. It is up and nothing but net for Mason Cargo.
Mason's a nice shooter. We got a number of guys playing at the Penn State Altoona. We got guys playing at Pitt Greensburg out here tonight. That should be in. Nope.
Crispin is wide left. It's 8-4 in favor of McKelvey. They bring it back up quickly. Mason Cargo kicks it back out to Caden Parr, and that shot will not fall. And the rebound pulled in that time by Jamar Smack.
Hey, Skippy's back on the court, Davey. Skippy had a little scare this year. He was in the hospital.
I had heard about that. We didn't get a chance to talk. I'm glad he's doing well.
Yeah, he's doing fantastic. He had a little scare for 12 days in the hospital, and Clark did a great job getting us going. So glad to see Skip back on the court.
Absolutely. Here's another three-point attempt. Won't go for McKelvey Cargo. Shot taken by Mason Cargo.
So that ball went up and over the corner, and Clark called that out of bounds. We have a running clock here at Lakemont. Right. Our clock runs all the time on dead balls and down to 2 minutes, and then it's
Yep, then it's like regular timing, so to speak. It is Hoops Fest with the ball, trailing by a pair here, 8-6, and reaching in and almost completing the steal for McKelvey was Caden Clark. Here goes Connor down the lane for Hoops Fest and won't go. Connor, what hustle. He gets back out there, ends up getting his own rebound, and now from the left elbow, shots up and no good. And it was Walters trying to get a hold of that ball, and Nate was unable to do so. Goes out of bounds off of his left hand.
We got a nice crowd here. You know, it's cooled down, like you said. The sun's down. We don't charge to come out to watch our summer leagues. It's free.
Yeah.
It's a great night for people to come and sit down and watch and enjoy.
All right, pass goes down inside. Kick it back out. Here's a three, and that one's long. And the rebound is pulled in by McKelvey Cargo. They pass it around down the lane. What a beautiful rush to the basket that time.
Yeah, that's Jackson. That's I think he's my new favorite player. He's a hustler and a slasher and strong. And I asked him how tall he was. He said 6 feet. But he
plays bigger, doesn't he?
He plays way bigger.
All right. McKelvey with the basketball. They kick it out, a three-pointer from the left wing. It bounces off the backboard after hitting the rim. But the rebound is put back up and in. McKelvey goes up by a score of 12-6 on the putback by Caden Clark, and there is a timeout called. So it's a number of empty possessions, Larry, down here in the Hoops Fest end. And I don't know if they're pressing it with to a degree. They look a little bit tight, like they're trying to make things happen instead of playing basketball.
You got that right, and you got to give some credit to the young fellas. They're putting pressure on them. They want to run.
For White is Vontae, not Kumar.
Smack.
So he's down here.
Okay.
35 should be number 2 now at the bottom of your roster.
All right, we're going to change that around. I would not know such things because I was not here for the whole league, and Clark has an intimate knowledge of every guy out there on the court. He's officiated 1 or 2 of their games over the course of the season.
He has. We used to play 5 games a night. We cut it down to 3, and the officials like that a lot better because it gets tiring after 5.
Crispin gets a shot in from the baseline, but the whistle had already blown. So Joe's still trying to get those first points on the score sheet.
He's our 3rd all-time leading Penn State scorer. He's played 11 years of pro ball. He played in the NBA.
Three-point shot will not go. Crispin has it. He's going to take a 3 from the right wing. It won't go. And here comes McKelvey Cargo. Boy, that's a nice tie-up by Crispin at the other end. Wow. He got down there in a hurry.
I don't think he's ever missed 4 or 5 threes in his life. He knows the next one's going in. I mean, that's such a beautiful rotation. When you practice the same shot over and over and over, you know it's going to go in sooner or later. He's not worried.
The foul called, and Caden Clark gets to shoot a pair here.
Now, Davey, out here at Lakemont, a lot of people bank in their foul shots because
we've been talking about that. I've admired the guys that still are back to what you and I are used to. But you know what? If that's an advantage for you, and the guys that have shot it that way, it does seem to be an advantage. Once you know how to do that, Larry, it's almost a guarantee.
It's sort of like automatic. I can't figure it out. It's against my principles, but I'll go with it.
Foul called on Tyler Smith Jackson Byer of McKelvey Cargo. 14-6, McKelvey up by 8 here. And right now, Hoops Fest needs a basket. Instead, it's a steal. Back the other way, Jackson Byer. Last second pass in the lane, shots up, hits the rim about 30 times for number 30. And that'll be Trent Rosich with the basket.
Nice steal, Jackson. He had, I think, 4 or 5 steals in the semifinals. He's just tough.
Connor tries the 3 for Hoops Fest, and it doesn't go. Bodies on the floor, as they say. Let the bodies hit the floor. Sure you've heard that at a basketball game before.
Yeah.
All right. It is McKelvey Cargo with the basketball, and it is Jackson Byer. Jackson, top of the key, wants to go down toward the basket, and the defense comes up, and foul gets called on Tyler Smith. 11:15 left to go. We're in the first half of the final championship game as we play it off here and bring some.
Well, Hoop Fest has 6 points, David. They're having trouble putting the ball in the hoop, but I think they'll start getting a couple shots to drop here soon.
They certainly have the talent there to do it, as you had mentioned before. Jackson Byer pulls back. Crispin on him. And what a save by Crispin at the end line.
Not bad for a guy in his mid-40s.
Yeah, I'll say.
He said he can still shoot, but sometimes the defense is getting a little bit.
Goes to the hole that time, puts up a late shot and won't go, and it's back the other way with McKelvey Cargo. Here's a three-point attempt from the left wing, and that will not go for Caden Dusak.
Nice box out by Tyler Smith.
And once again, as you pointed out, Larry, it's just there's a lid on the basket.
Well, you know, we have double rims here at Lakemont. Those rims are tight, and, you got to put that thing right through the middle because you don't get a whole lot of good bounces. But
well, the other thing is, too, you may be used to playing backboard a certain way, and these ones don't play
That's a different
like the ones you're used to. So,
good defense.
McKelvey Cargo with the ball. There's a 3 coming up from the top of the key, and that one will not go, and the ball ends up going out of bounds to Hoops Fest. So the score kind of sitting here for a while, 16-6, a 10-point lead.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Hoop Fest is going to make a basket this time down the court. So let's see what they do.
It's like FanDuel.
Yeah, we'll put some money on Hoop Fest to make a bucket. I guess if you go long enough, you're finally going to make one. But these guys are so tough; they're going to get that ball to go through the hoop.
Yeah. No,
I'm saying Crispin hits a jumper here soon.
Okay.
That gives that down the drain.
There's a shot that goes in from Tyler Smith, his first points of the game, and the score goes to 16-8 in favor of McKelvey Cargo. McKelvey has it now, and pass. Mason Cargo back out on the floor. Here's a shot from the right elbow. That's a dandy by Caden Clark.
That's a beautiful shot by Caden. Went left, jumped straight up high, and used his jumper with a nice wrist quiver and put it right in.
Here's a three-point attempt that won't go for Tyler Smith, and the rebound to McKelvey Cargo. And
A.J. Kel Martin took a tough fall. He's the captain of Hoop Fest. He does the subbing, and he calls the plays and gets the team together.
All right. McKelvey Cargo up 18-8, trying to take that lead to 12. What a pass and a finish by Caden Clark.
Beautiful cut to the lane. You know, basketball is a fundamentally sound game. They cut to the middle. His teammate knew he was going because they've been together their whole lives. He gave him a nice left-handed wrist roll pass, caught it, and laid it in.
Yeah. Yeah, that's part of the beauty of basketball to me is when you see those kinds of plays get completed.
Now he's rewarded. Caden's rewarded with a foul shot.
And he missed that one.
He was confused of whether to bank it or swish it at the back of the rim.
The back of the rim. All right, 7:40 left to go in the first half. Hoops Fest with the basketball. Tyler Smith, spin move up, and that shot will not go. However, he was fouled in the process, and I think that one's going to be called on Trent Rosich.
Good power move. I don't think he's going to the line, though. He must have fouled him before the shot. I thought he fouled him on the shot.
Well, that made it through the officiating crew, and that's what we have. There's a three out of the corner in Hoops Fest with a big three that time.
Boy, they needed that. Now, you know, they haven't played real well, and they're only down 9, Dave. That's a good sign when you're playing.
Jack Smith with that three-point conversion. And now it's McKelvey with the basketball. Pass into the left corner. Back out to Mason Cargo. Cargo down on the baseline. Move toward the basket. Shot attempt was tipped away. What a save to keep that ball in play. And that shot won't go, but another rebound for McKelvey Cargo. Travel called on Jackson Byer. Wow.
I tell you, he doesn't make many mistakes. I'm surprised at that. He had a clear path to the bucket, but he'll make up for that. He'll get a steal or something. Now, I want to see Crispin hit a jumper here.
Here's a three-pointer out of the corner, and that one is good again.
Back-to-back threes by Smith. Number 33, like a Larry Bird type of shot.
Yeah. That leads down to 6 now. McKelvey trying to get back in line, and they do as they hit their own three. A nice comeback shot there.
We're heating up a little bit now. Balls are going through the hoop.
23-14. Tyler Smith in the lane. Spins, puts it up and won't go. And we have another foul called on Trent Rosich.
Yeah, Clark saw him push him a little bit, and we got Tyler going to the hoop. Going to the foul line. We'll see what he does. Some people dribble 2-3 times, do the same thing over and over on your foul shot. Let's see what he does.
It's all about that routine you get into.
4 dribbles, a deep breath.
And a miss.
Maybe he should drop that down to 3 dribbles. He'll make this one. Tyler's played all his life. He's Dave, you practice foul shots at every basketball practice. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of shots.
And the second attempt rattles out.
Double
rebound.
Rim got him.
Yep. Jackson Byer with a rebound for McKelvey Cargo. Here's a three out of the left corner and rattles around. Craig. I can't read Craig's last name. Jarris. Anyway, Joe's still trying to get that first one to fall. Thought that might be the one. It wasn't. However, he had it back in his hands, passes it away out of the left corner. That one is long, rebounded by Walters. Here's Joe. Top of the key three. That one off to the right. And some contact underneath in a battle for the rebound. That one will go against Hoops Fest.
Joe's a little bit disappointed in himself. I would venture to say he's never missed that many shots in a row in his life. He is just a beautiful, beautiful shooter, and he will make a basket.
It's the pressure of television here.
That must maybe what it is.
I think Joe's performed in front of many bigger television cameras than this. All right. McKelvey Cargo with the basketball. Caden Clark. Dribbled across there, and now the ball is back in the hands of Mr. Cargo. Mason dribbled, and Skip is blocking my view, but hey, he's the official. Three-point shot will not fall, and the putback is up and in.
He's just a slasher. That's a beautiful rebound layup by Jackson Byer.
25-14, 11 points again in favor of McKelvey Cargo. Tyler Smith gets open, stops, There were McKelvey players that wanted that to be a travel. That's not what it is. It's a foul on.
That's on Craig again now.
Yeah.
He that's not a bad foul. Tyler had a layup. He's making him go to the line. He just missed 2. He's going to make him earn it. We'll see what he does.
Down to the final 3 minutes of the first half. Nothing but net that time for Tyler.
Yeah, he has a nice shot.
Well, right now, I celebrate when the guys just shoot it, the old-fashioned way. So he's on my good list.
We have 5 divisions here at Lakemont. This is the final, the culmination, the last one. My friend Corey Garrett and Val Mignon and Turtle won Division 5, and they've been playing for years and years in our league.
25-16, 9-point game here as we get down to 2:25 left to go. Big 3-point shot by Caden Dusak.
Is that his second 3?
I only have him with
for one.
Don't trust anything I have.
Yeah. I think he hit one earlier. I'm not sure.
Mr. Hartsock probably has accurate
Hartsock
stats.
said 2. And if John Hartsock says 2, he's got 2.
Okay. There we go.
How many
nice
years for
run
you,
down
John
the
Hartsock,
baseline.
in the Altoona Mirror? How many years, John? 40. Rookie.
That's a few.
That's a rookie.
Yeah. All right. It is Hoops Fest with the basketball. Trailing by 14 now.
That's another thing about our community. Our Altoona Mirror Sports Division has been amazing to all of our teams, our players, every community. You have to have somebody at these places, watching the games and writing about them. And, we take that for granted sometimes, but they are tough.
Inbound play for Hoops Fest, and getting in to interrupt that attempted inbound was Jackson Byer. Ball goes out of bounds off of him.
So our clock is stopped because it's under 2 minutes, Dave. Yeah. So, there's no running clock now.
1:24 left in the first half, a 14-point lead for McKelvey Cargo as Hoops Fest got back in it there with a couple of consecutive made shots, but then McKelvey had the answer.
They did. They really answered it quick. They cut it. I think you said they cut it to 6 at one point.
Right. Hoops Fest. And the shot from the baseline will not go for Clay Connor. And back the other way, McKelvey Cargo gets the basket. Nice lay up and in. That one put in by Trent Rosich.
Trent runs the floor great for a big man. His partner, Jackson, saw him going, gave him a nice crisp pass right into the middle. He took one step and laid it up with his left hand. He's rewarded with a foul shot.
And one. And the lead has grown to 17, Larry.
Beautiful rotation on that foul shot. You can tell when that ball spins like that, it's going to go through that hoop.
33-16, down to a minute left to go in the first half. Joe Crispin tries another. It won't fall again. Wonder if things will change when they're going the other direction. We'll see.
I think it might be a little bit easier shooting down on the side that Cargo has just from, playing basketball for a long time. It looks like it's a little easier shooting downhill a little bit.
Yeah. 3-point shot won't go, and the rebound is pulled in by Nate Cherry. And Nate gets fouled over there.
Well, Hoop Fest needs a hoop right here. They got to get a basket. They're going to the line. It's 2 free ones. They call it a free throw because it's free. You can go to the line and get some points for nothing.
Yeah, there you go. This will be Nate Cherry's first trip to the line. .39 seconds left to go. And that is short and a little bit off to the left. It goes out of bounds, and here's McKelvey Cargo with an opportunity to add to their 17-point lead.
They're going to take their time. They're probably going to work for the last shot. I mean, why would
I do? Yeah.
Yeah, why would you want to give the ball back to Hoop Fest? So
yep.
Mason is just out top. He's a smart player, great basketball player. His dad, I think, is the one that got them all together in the AAUs.
Okay. Mason gets double teamed, gets it away, wide open in the left corner for 3, and it will not fall for Caden Dusak. Hoops Fest coming back, and that shot's up, and it won't go. McKelvey Cargo back the other way, trying to put a big 3 on at the end of the first half. It won't go. Shot taken by Caden Clark, but it doesn't. It's still a heck of a lead right now at halftime. It is McKelvey Cargo 33 and Hoops Fest 16.
Hey, Dave, talking about rookies, how many years you been doing this?
This will, I was just on with the new head coach of Central Football, Jerry Albright, and I started to do public address with St. Francis University in 1977.
Yeah,
that was my first season.
That's a heck of a career for you.
And that's when we didn't have the fancy scorers tables that they have now at basketball. This is what we had.
Yeah.
And I remember, that first year I was there, we had a tube-type amplifier. That's what drove the public address system at the Marie Stokes Athletic Center. And that's the way we started out there.
Well, congratulations to you on that fabulous career.
Yeah, it's been a while, Larry, and the latter part of my career, I've had the opportunity to get involved with play-by-play, and it's been a real joy.
You're fantastic at it. We have, Skippy, how long do we have at halftime? Usually 3-4 minutes?
Until we blow the whistle.
Oh, till they blow the whistle. It's all up to discretion of Clark. But
Edelman, he's in control.
You don't get a chance to warm up at halftime. They do a little bit of adjustments, take a little bit of a breather, and then they'll blow the whistle, and we'll go right back at it for the second half of action. We got to get Hoop Fest to get a couple hoops, get this game a little tighter as it goes down the stretch. McKelvey Cargo played a really beautiful first half, not many errors, and I give them credit. They're a tough team.
And it'll be McKelvey to inbound to start the second half. We're underway in the championship game. As well, you can be a little melancholy and feel bad that the season's coming to an end here in this league, but it's been a fun time. And oh my, nice block of the pass by Nate Walters.
Nate's
about a paw.
He's big and strong, and he's got some basketball knowledge.
Anticipated that perfectly. Down in on the baseline. Nice kick into the corner, back out in the left wing. Coming out of that left corner now, and it is Mason Cargo. Mason kicks it to Caden Dusak.
Davey, they move the ball crisp, sharp. Their passes are sharp. They've been taught well as youngsters.
Mm-hmm.
They've just really are very good basketball players.
They try to go inside that time to Caden Clark, and Caden is fouled.
I mean, we're already down to 18 minutes. That running clock is so vital out in our summer league.
This is a big hill to climb right now for Hoops Fest. I know they have the horses out there that could do it. It's still a big hill to climb. 3 out of the left corner is in.
Lefty snapped his wrist, held his follow through. That ball rotated right through the center of that double rim.
I think we could say that one was pretty, Larry. Joe Crispin trying to get his first points of the game. It won't go, but the rebound is put back up in by Mr. Walters. Now with the basketball, it is Caden Clark. Clark goes to Dusak, and then it makes its way to Mason Cargo. Mason.
They're not in a hurry. They know they got a big lead.
Yeah.
They don't mind taking some time off.
There's a nice spin move on the left elbow. I think initially that Caden Clark wanted to pass that, but then the ball slipped on him, and he decided to take the shot instead. Here's a feed from Joe Crispin into the corner, so at least Joe got himself an assist.
Yeah, that's a nice combo. Crispin to Connor. That's two great guards.
McKelvey with the basketball again. Big time skip pass. Starting toward the basket, but pulling back there is Caden Clark. They move it around out of the right corner. Caden has it again, goes back to the right baseline. Top of the key, into the left corner. Good ball movement, and a shot that goes up and in.
Nice pass by my little buddy there, Jackson. Crisp pass to the corner, pump fake, 2 dribbles, and up and in.
Caden Dusick with the points there, and the score goes up to 38-21.
Crispin made a basket, and they called it off. He started laughing. He's looking for a replay off the TV.
Joe spin move 3. Oh, my goodness. And a rebound and a putback won't go either, and it's McKelvey with a rebound. Quickly ahead, Mason Cargo. Cargo kicks it back out. Nice spin move off the lane. Won't go for Jackson Beyer, and the rebound ends up with Mr. Walters. Nate gets it ahead with the basketball. And they're trying to get this one in for points, and they will. That's a nice pass from Tyler Smith to Nate Walters.
Nate used his left hand, banked it in off the glass.
Lead is at 15, 38-23. Here's a 3. Ooh, good follow through. Caden had a little bit of a pose there, Larry.
Well, I'll tell you, Walters has done a good job rebounding.
Joe Crispin trying to get it to Tyler Smith, and then a battle ensues for the basketball. And the whistle blows. It's out of bounds and to McKelvey Cargo.
15:45, the clock's running.
Boy, the second half seems to be going like lightning.
It goes fast on that running clock.
Yeah. Mason Cargo with the basketball, guarded by Joe Crispin. Now down the lane with a shot. What a shot put up by Trent Rosich, but it's not going to count.
Trent with an acrobatic twisting shot went in, but he did get fouled before the shot.
That was something.
What a fun thing we have going on here at our Lakemont Park with our basketball.
Inbound play to Mason Cargo. Kicks it over to Craig. And then down inside, it's Mr. Cargo for the deuce.
Drove strong to the hoop, went up with the left hand and banked it in with a real power move, power layup.
Yeah. Crispin with the ball, passes to Walters. Well, almost tipped away there. Goes inside for Tyler Smith, and it's gonna be Clark Edelman rigging up Trent Rosich for his third, as I have it.
So when there's a dead ball and you sub, Dave, you can take off 30 seconds off of a clock on these running clocks.
Okay. And the inbound play goes to Tyler Smith. Tyler goes down to the right baseline, goes through 3 players, kicks it back out. 3-point attempt is nothing but net. What a beautiful shot by Clay Connor.
That's back-to-back threes for Clay.
And now we'll see if Jackson Beyer has an answer. Well, he kicked it back out. Oh, my goodness. No foul called there. Tyler Smith was kind of backed into by Trent Rosich, and Tyler hit the deck.
He was kind of backed into all right. He went flying, but Trent's big and strong and young.
Foul was called on Joe Crispin there.
Oh, was that on Joe?
Yeah, that's what they thought. Clark said, number 3. Ooh, what a shot. It almost fell for Jackson Beyer, but it doesn't. It's a 14-point game here, 40-26 in favor of McKelvey Cargo Law Offices. 3-point attempt is blocked. Getting the ball right back is Connor. Kicks it over. Joe Crispin was trying to get open for a 3, and he is fouled by Jackson Beyer. Clock rolling, down to 13 minutes left to go here in the championship game.
Still don't have to panic if you're Hoop Fest. You take your time. You get one shot at a time. Got to get the ball through the hoop and make a couple stops.
Joe Crispin goes to Connor. Thought about the 3 instead. Tries to pass inside, and it was Jackson Beyer throwing the leg out there, kicking the ball, and so they'll inbound right beside us. Connor inbounds the ball. And Joe Crispin started toward the basket. And another Joe Crispin shot that goes through the hoop is denied.
Yeah, we're not in the 1-on-1 yet. They don't want to foul Clay Connor. He's the all-time career leader in free throws at Shippensburg in his 4-year career.
Ooh. Joe Crispin gets a 3 that fell. And I think There's a discussion.
Joe had his third basket go in, and
they
it's
took
denied.
it away.
Now, he banged into the defensive
Well,
man.
he gave him a good forearm.
And
I mean,
he
I saw
backed
that.
up
Yeah.
and just drilled it. That is a beautiful, beautiful stroke he has. You don't play 11 years of pro basketball without being able to shoot like he can.
Yeah. Here comes McKelvey, and that shot will not fall. Rebound and a putback won't fall either, and it's going to be Hoops Fest with a rebound. Joe Crispin making a move toward the basket, and Jackson Byer with a reach around will get rung up for that. Joe's in that, what do I got to do mode. All right, the inbound play with 11:27. Joe Crispin has it. Pulls back out, stops in the middle of the lane, puts it up and won't fall, and it's Jackson Byer with a rebound. Byer tries to make it through the traffic and get to the hole, and a blocking foul is called on Hoops Fest.
11 minutes left.
Still a 14-point lead. We kind of got frozen a little bit here for a while with a score at 40-26. Neither team getting much to fall in this stretch. With the basketball, it's Craig Jarius. Mason Cargo kicks it over to Byer, and then down into the corner, and the ball rolls out of bounds.
Yeah, Craig lost the handle on that.
Yeah.
He's another nice shooter, beautiful stroke. So we got to see what Hoop Fest comes up with here. They need a hoop to get a little bit closer.
A three, and it's not necessary, Larry, but would, I think, change their mental attitude. A made three for Hoops Fest.
Yeah, anytime you get close to that 10-point mark, when you're down 10, you know you do have a chance. So
Inbound play to Walters, wide open, and he converts. Nate Walters with another basket to make it 40-28.
Yeah, he had a nice left-handed layup down low. Good inbound pass to him.
Nice spin move on the baseline. Shot up and in for Caden Clark, who was the leading scorer out of the first half.
Caden took that ball strong to the hoop, needed that basket. That was a beautiful drive and layup.
Clay Connor passes it down inside. What a shot that was.
And we got another acrobatic twist move by Smith. Good defense, real good defense. Moving the ball.
Yeah, indeed. Fonte Shippen with that defense there. Over in the right corner, wide open. Shippen comes out and stops that from happening. And Connor is a recipient of an errant pass as they try to get down into the Hoops Fest end to get a shot up. Jackson Byer says he elbowed or gave me a big forearm. And it's like, no, that's not the way the officials saw that.
He didn't see it.
All right, it's going to be Hoops Fest to inbound. 8-point game now, Larry. Or I'm sorry, 12-point game.
12-point game. We're at 8:58 now. I think Hoop Fest has to be close to being in the 1-on-1 now. You get fouled on 1-on-1, that clock does run. So you want to try to move out along quickly when you're on the foul line, when you're on the downhill side. On the other side, McKelvey would want to sub and take some more time off.
Sure, absolutely.
We'd sub 3 and 4 times in a row, run a half of a half off.
I don't think they have enough players to make that happen over there tonight. But nonetheless, that is a way you can play that. That is definitely a piece of logic that could be applied. All right, I want to thank our sponsors here, Stuckey Automotive, Sideline Cancer, Proactive Sports, CBRC, Lakemont Park, Mike's Court, Dino's Pizza, Greenwood location, American Eagle Paper Mills, and the Altoona Mirror. See, I got that all in before the whistle that time.
Yeah, thanks to those organizations for helping us out.
Okay, timeout is over. Everybody reassembles on the court. Inbound play for Hoops Fest. Joe Crispin will inbound. Joe gets the ball into Clay Connor. Connor goes to Tyler Smith. Stops. Little jumper there. That was a beautiful shot, Larry.
Tyler Smith with the little off the glass.
There's that lead down to 10 thing you had talked about. Oh, my goodness, what a 3 by Jackson Byer.
He was so far out, I'd give him 4 on that.
The new 4-point arc. Joe Crispin down the lane, and he still can't get one to fall. Connor with the rebound. Down the baseline, up and in. I'll tell you what, it's nice when Tyler Smith's moving guys out of the way for you. On the way
Tyler just got cleared a path.
Yep. 45-34, and McKelvey with the lead, and Jackson Byer could not make that one happen. Clay Connor back the other way. He gets the deuce, and we're down to a 9-point game. 45-36.
Yep, 8 minutes to go. Clay's having a nice half here. He's got the ball in the hoop, bringing him back a little bit.
3-point attempt. That one is short. Joe Crispin with the rebound.
Joe wants to shoot this.
And he's going to go to the basket. He had a wide open pass to the basket, and it gets called off.
That's his 5th hoop that's been negated, yeah. I think. He's the leading scorer with 0.
Coming back into the game is Trent Rosich for McKelvey Cargo.
All right, that foul was called with 7:40 on the clock. We'll see what happens when they actually get to start playing again with this running clock.
Joe going for his first points. And it's long. And the rebound's pulled in by Jackson Byer. Up the floor quickly is Rosich. Headed toward the basket. What a move around 3 guys.
Put it
the
up
final
one,
Tyler Smith, and he got it in.
Yeah, he did. Beautiful drive, power drive.
Whew. Clay Connor with the basketball in the left wing. Now at the top of the key. Starts toward the hoop. Kind of a reverse bank shot. Tyler Smith was there to clean things up and get that through the hoop.
Nice tip in by Tyler on the rebound.
47-38. And this time, Jackson Byer gets impeded on his way to the basket. Here's the steal back, though, for McKelvey. Spin move on the lane and down the lane. Stopping, nice. Kicking it back out. Fast and furious action here is heading to the basket was Trent Rosich. And the foul is called.
That's a 2-shot foul.
Yes, it is.
We'll see what.
This is big, by the way, I think, for Rosich to get these. We're at coming down to the 6-minute mark left to go in the game. 9-point advantage. And McKelvey Cargo is now up by 10 again.
48-38, 5:57. The clock's running. That was a nice foul shot. He spins it, and then dribbles again. Beautiful rotation.
Yeah, I'll say. Very clean shot for Trent Rosich.
Trent's a nice player, Dave. He's got a nice game all around.
Back to an 11-point game, and Joe Crispin has yet another one go in the basket, but it won't count.
All right, he's on the line, and there is no way he's missing this. Is that a jinx?
Yeah, it could be.
There's no way Crispin's missing that shot. He shot
that one.
He shot millions of shots in his life.
Boy, I'll say.
Boy, is that pretty.
Yeah, those were 2 textbook foul shots.
Yeah, they hit nothing but the middle of the net.
Yeah. That's why those were the kind, Larry, that sometimes the net doesn't even move. It's just so perfectly centered in the cylinder that it never even moves. McKelvey Cargo with the basketball, up by 9, 49-40. 5-second violation called on Caden Clark. So there's a little change of fortune for Hoops Fest.
Yeah, they got to capitalize now. Hoop Fest,
yes.
They need a 3.
End up getting the ball right back like that. And this, Joe Crispin launches from deep. Goes off the rim, over the backboard, out of bounds. That'll be McKelvey Cargo ball.
He mumbled under his breath, my bad. He knew he was a little bit too far out there. He'll make that normally, but he's having a tough night tonight. But he could have moved the ball and got a little bit of a better shot there.
That is definitely what you call the NBA 3 that you see. That's a Steph Curry kind of 3. That shot will not go for McKelvey Cargo. It is Clay Connor with the rebound. Makes his way up the floor, makes a move toward the basket, gets underneath, puts it up and in. I'll tell you what, I got to really say how much I admire Clay's hustle here.
You should the semifinal game. He was awesome.
And he almost got a steal again, but McKelvey Cargo gets through it. And now they're going to slow things down. It's a 7-point game. Okay.
That's classic Skip right there. No shot, no shot.
You know what's going on.
Yeah.
When Skip's on the floor.
Skippy was a nice player back in the day. He played with Red Coach, with Len Zandy and Henry Lee and Billy Moore. Skip was a point guard. I'm going back into the late 60s now, Dave.
Yeah, I guess. Caden Parr makes them both. And that takes it back to a 9-point lead of 51-42. Clock down to 2:50 left to go. Clay Connor inside. Tyler Smith spin move in the lane. What a touch there.
Yeah, nice pass by Clay down low.
Nice soft touch to the basket. There goes Byer to the basket, and the defense came in there. I think that was from Vontae Shippen.
Yeah, he fouled him on the shot. Now there's 2:25. It'll run down to 2 minutes, and then it will stop. When you're on the line, in this case, you take a little time.
Sure.
But he's got two.
Oh, my. That one rattled out for Jackson Byer.
Yeah, double rimmed it. Now we're down to 2:08 and running. It'll stop when it gets to 2, and then it stops every dead ball from here on out.
Okay, Jackson Byer with the clock now stopped at 2, and he's short on that one. Rebound by Walters. Crispin up the floor. Oh, what a move. And he gets it to Connor. Clay Connor for 3, and it won't go for him this time. He's hit a couple here in the second half. That one didn't go, and a foul gets called on Zach Smith.
Not a bad foul. Stop the clock, and you know that he just missed 2 foul shots before, but he's been on the line many times in his career. He'll do the right thing here. He'll take his time.
7-point game. It's 1-1. At the line is Jackson Byer.
1-1 means if you make the first one, they give you a bonus second one. If you miss it, the ball's in play. So he made that first one.
A foul shot that's kind of starting to disappear. The high school ranks taking that out of play now.
Is that right?
Yeah, there is no 1-1 anymore in high school
hoops. I didn't know that.
Clay Connor with the basketball, starts down the lane, stops, kicks it back out. Joe Crispin between the circles for 3. It's a 6-point game, 53-47. And Nate Walters reaches in for the foul.
2 shots, Clark.
Dave, you knew when Crispin stopped and squared up and went straight up on that one. You could tell that was going in when he just let it go. It was
yeah. Trent Rosich with 1:33 remaining on the clock, shooting a pair there, and he misses the first one.
All right, Trent needs this one. It's
that would take the lead up to 7. And there's still, well, there is a 4-point basket, but it doesn't happen very often. And what that is somebody makes a 3, and there's a foul called. And that doesn't happen all that often, Larry. Connor, what a game. Clay Connor darts in, puts it up and in. Connor, the recipient of that loose ball. And as he makes his way over to the right side of the court, he is fouled as they ring up Caden Clark for that one.
It's funny how you can play a whole game. Hoop Fest has been getting beat the whole game, and here we are, 1:20, and they can cut it. They can cut it to 3.
Yeah, it's a 5-point game. Suddenly, wasn't that long ago, Larry. I was looking over there, and it was what, an 18-point lead at one time. Trent Rosich, battling for the rebound, does get fouled in the process.
Clay's a little bit mad at himself. He missed that free throw. You know, I told you he's the all-time career free throw leader at Shippensburg. He's probably a 90% free throw shooter. He missed that one. He knows he wants that back.
Trent Rosich going to try to get a little bit more of a cushion, and he makes the first one there.
I'll tell you what, I like this team, this McKelvey Cargo team. I'm proud of all these young fellas, the hard work they've put in, being together as a group. They like each other.
That one's off the back of the rim, so another 1-for-2 trip there for Trent Rosich. Clay Connor goes down, kicks the ball out. Here goes Joe Crispin. Down, nice bank shot in. It's a 4-point game. And that shot is up and in, as you heard the Hoops Fest people calling for a travel there. They did not get that call. Clay Connor puts up a three that doesn't fall. Battle for the rebound, held ball.
Good action here down the stretch. 51 seconds to go.
6-point game, and it's going to be Hoops Fest getting the basketball. Zach Smith comes in for Hoops Fest.
You don't have to be in a hurry. You get to get a good shot within 5-7 seconds. You're in fine shape. Lots of time.
Smith inbounds to Connor. Oh, my. Yeah, the charge called. I mean, that was, we saw Joe Crispin get called for that. That's the forearm on the other guy. That was a hard forearm there.
Yeah, Cargo did a good job selling it a little bit as well.
Yeah,
He went flying, which is what you do. I mean, he got hit and he drew the foul. That's a great defensive play by Cargo.
Inbound play. And a triple team right on Caden Clark right after he got the ball in the inbound. 6-point game at 57-51, 48 seconds left. Time is coming off the clock rather slowly here in these final 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, a lot of fouls, and it stops. But Caden's a real nice shooter. Let's see his program at the foul line. Let's see what he does.
I've got him at 4 for 4 for the evening. I might have missed one along the way.
He takes one dribble and then boom. Watch his wrist.
He managed to catch most every part of that rim and got it to fall in.
The balls really go in by that snap of that wrist. That's a beautiful wrist quiver by him.
Yep. Makes them both. And
Skippy called
a
lane violation on that. That was negated. It's still 58-51.
Okay. Take that one away.
You're not allowed to step in before the ball goes, and somebody did.
Skip giveth and Skip taketh away.
That's right.
Crispin goes down the baseline and gets fouled on the way to the basket. That one called on Caden Clark, I do believe. 2 shots for Joe Crispin. 6-point difference, or 7-point difference make that. Off the back of the rim. No good. And another one coming Joe's way. Into the game. Vontae Shippen. And now it is a 6-point game at 52-58.
Connor did a good thing. He fouled quickly.
Quick, yes, very.
You have to hope that the other team misses or only makes one, and you'll trade 1 for 3 every time down now, or 1 for 2. But
yeah, even 1 for 2. Still 40 seconds left to go here, and a 6-point margin. So, yeah, you'll even take that 1 for 2. 3's better, but off the front of the rim, and Jackson Byer with a miss at the foul line.
So after 10 fouls, we get 2 shots. Is that right, Dave? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
After 10 fouls, you get a 2 shot. The one-on-one's done.
And that one swirls around and down through, and that's not easy to get to happen here with those double rims. Joe Crispin loses control of the ball and back the other way. It's McKelvey Cargo. What a play.
Passed it to his partner. Passed it right back for the layup.
White time.
Oh, when you have a 3-on-1 advantage, Larry, you can do some things.
A lot of things you can do.
Yeah.
Move that ball quick. Get a layup. Just a nice night here.
Glad I got that for you.
Sing your praises.
Clark does an amazing job keeping a lot of stuff going on here in our league for a lot of years.
There you go. Now you're looking at somebody who has real stats.
I can't read it.
These are just TV stats.
Language.
These are TV stats. They don't count.
Here's what you want to do, Clark, so you can see. Okay, you got it?
Yep.
McKelvey Cargo.
So we have 24 seconds to go.
All right.
I'll go over and make my fleet down here. Okay, and you grab the stuff and I'll meet you at the
And then we usually have an all league team and then an MVP. Here, Skippy will announce it. We have
Okay.
we give beautiful trophies out every year.
They are nice. They definitely are nice. Inbound play to Tyler Smith, to Joe Crispin. Joe spins away from the defense, puts up a three that won't go. Story of Joe's night, much to his dismay.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit amazed by it too, because when he shoots, it goes in. So he'll live to fight another day.
That he will. Craig Jarius will go to the line for McKelvey Cargo. 9-point game about to be a 10-point game in favor of McKelvey Cargo, and I think you can wrap this puppy up and put a bow on it at this point.
He made the second one, Dave.
Yep, it's an 11-point game, and 14's not a lot of time. Hoops Fest will do what they can here. There's a nice spin and three-point shot by Cherry. It won't go, and that's going to do it. It's going to be McKelvey Cargo just run the clock out there. The final score, McKelvey Cargo 63 and Hoops Fest 52. And one of the things, Larry, that I've learned over the course of time, this will get said from time to time during broadcasts, and it's very true. Basketball is a game of runs. You get on a streak, you score 10, the other team doesn't score any. Then the other team may score 8, and you don't score any. And a game just seems to progress in those runs throughout the course of it. And in this case, both of these teams had runs. Unfortunately for Hoops Fest, getting the lead down to like 4 or 5 was the best they were able to do.
Well, speaking of runs, I think Clark, they were undefeated. Is that right? They've been undefeated all year, and that's a heck of a run in our summer league. Not many teams have gone undefeated, and very, very proud of those guys. They played very well. So happy to have the state college team come in and bring.
It's great.
All that talent, and what a great championship game. Now Skippy's going to tell us who the MVP was and our all league team. We got Vescovi over here. He was an 8-time MVP in a row. Here he is coming. What a great player he is. They lost to Hoops Fest in the semifinals.
Last year, what a game he played there in the championship game a year ago.
His daddy, I played against his dad back in the 70s, and he had
a family to be reckoned with.
Yeah, they're really nice people and great players.
Yeah.
Here's a great player, a guy I've enjoyed watching.
Clay Connor.
Yeah, Clay really played well.
The all-tournament teams being handed out here right now, I guess. So we had the medals. I bit one. It's not gold.
Jackson.
I'll tell you, there's a guy. Byer was just really impressive in this game. I don't think he was the leading scorer. That belonged to Caden Clark. But some of the things that Jackson Byer did on the floor, just amazing. A lot of hustle. Trent Rosich also selected to the all-tournament team there. And now, Jackson Byer is going to get the MVP award. And that's the way it works out. The big trophy going to McKelvey Cargo for the win. We had the all-tournament team announced there, and we had the MVP announced as well. Congrats to all the guys. Fun game to watch. And didn't know exactly how it would turn out. You got a feel for. We should take Joe Crispin somewhere and buy him a drink. I mean, Joe had a rough night.
I had a fun time watching him shoot. You know, it's not often you get to see a professional player, and he's one of many that's been out here in our leagues. But that was one really nice thing to get to watch him this summer. So
yeah, anytime you can get anybody that has that NBA experience around, it is just something. And you watch them play, and you know why they made it that far.
Yeah.
There's you see that really at no matter what level, and whether it's men's or women's.
That's a nice picture there, Dave, of our championship team. That'll go in the Altoona Mirror.
Okay. All right. Fun game. Congrats once again to the McKelvey team as they end up walking away with the hardware and couple of players on the all-star team as well. Larry, it's great to work with you. I mean, last year you and I were celebrating our 50th high school reunion.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
And now we're another year older and deeper in debt, right?
Yeah.
But
well, Dave, thank you for doing such a great job. That was a lot of fun. Appreciate you, and let's come back and do it again next year.
I love basketball. As I told you the story earlier, starting in 1977 at St. Francis University with play-by-play, and the game has always been close to me. I'll tell you one other story before we go. I know people will get mad at us, but my story is that my brother, after he graduated, got a job at Puritan. So he's making some decent money. What did he do for my dad and me and him at Christmas? He got us season tickets to St. Francis basketball at the Jaffa. I got to see Norm Van Leer play and
Kevin Porter.
Yeah, Kevin
Snodgrass.
Porter. Yeah, I love
Muggsy Lewis.
I love Bill Snodgrass. And Muggsy Lewis was a force to be reckoned with. How about Len Murray at a forward?
No doubt,
Jeez. Well, anyway.
All right, man. It was great.
Thank you.
See ya.
We'll do it that way, Larry. All right. Thanks for being with us, and we hope to be back with you again next season from the Lakemont Park Summer League Tournament. Thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.